have anything more to speak about, please go ahead.
Currently, I don't have
If
anything
you
more.
have any other points that you would.
Now you able to see me?
Yes, I can see you now. How are you doing? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? I'm doing good.
Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. All right. So, Kunal, right? So, Kunal, what are your English language goals? What are you looking at achieving in English?
My main goal in achieving through this language is I want to become a fluent English speaker. And when I look at
Okay.
my videos, if I hear myself, I feel confident in my English. That's my goal.
Right. All right. Okay, fine. So let's get started. So first, I want to just brush up a little bit of grammar. Do you know what is a verb? Verb.
Yes, verb is something that you describe when a person is doing an activity like running, walking. Usually,
Yes.
we put a thing at the end of the word, right?
Any? Okay, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. That's something different that we'll discuss a bit later. But a verb is just basically action word. Any kind of an action, any doing word. So as of now, can you tell me some verbs? As in, like both of us are. What are the
Mhm.
actions which we are which we are kind of what are the words we can use?
We are talking right now,
Discussing something,
discussing, conversing,
talking, yes,
yes, chatting,
conversing, chatting, okay. What else? Interacting,
interacting,
reciprocating.
reciprocating, correct, and
So we've picked up so many verbs. So all these
exchanging,
are verbs.
exchanging,
Exchanging ideas. So exchanging, wonderful.
yes,
Okay, now I'm going to do something and you tell me what is the verb in this.
mm. Locking,
Yes, and now
unlocking,
unlocking. So locking, unlocking. Okay. There's another word for this. It's called fasten. Fastening, unfastening.
all
I'll
right,
just I'll just give you the spelling in the chat box.
mm.
Fasten, unfasten, and the T is silent. So
but
like
wouldn't
we
you,
say,
but wouldn't you use this for a belt, but and not
yes,
for a
we
lock?
could. Yes, it can be used for a lock as well because the idea is to fasten the belt is also the same as in lock the belt. Fasten, unfasten. All right. Okay. Now what am I doing?
You're thinking,
Thinking. Any other word you can give me?
brainstorming,
Lovely.
remembering,
Brainstorming. Remembering. Excellent. Anything else?
uh, judging,
Judging. Pondering.
pondering,
Pondering. Pondering is another word for thinking.
absolutely,
Concentrating. Contemplating.
meditating,
Meditating. Okay, meditating. I won't really meditate like this. I'll do it with my eyes shut. So meditating would be a little, yes, but reflecting. Reflecting.
reflecting,
Yes, reflecting on
self-reflecting.
something. Okay. All right. So now let's begin with the topic for the day. So that is the topic is stranded in the desert.
Hmm.
But before we begin, I'll be giving you two topics and you have to pick up any one of them and speak extempo for 2 to 3 minutes on that one topic.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the first one is ignorance is bliss.
Hmm.
And the second one is rural development. So, which one would you like to pick up out of the two?
I would like to speak on ignorance is bliss.
All right. Okay.
So, shall I start?
Yes, please. Yeah, just start.
Yes. So, let's first talk about ignorance is bliss. So, I guess everybody knows about what is ignorance and what is bliss. So, I'm not going into the
Yes.
definitions of both the words.
So let's talk about why is the saying ignorance is bliss and why it's not just saying ignorance is not a bliss. So when you ignore something, you are ignoring the fact that you are not going through the hard things. So
Hmm.
basically, you're creating a illusion, a delusion in your mind, which is preventing you from doing the hard things, a hard activity that will put you in some physical pain or some mental pain. But
Okay.
if you ignore that activity, if you ignore the person, if you ignore the thing that needs to be done presently,
Yeah.
so it creates a bliss type of sensation in your mind that
Yes.
I have ignored the fact, then it's not there. But in reality, it's there. You have to do it. So there's a
Yes.
temporary bliss that is created in your mind, and I can say with my experience that it's a very delusional thing for any person's life.
Right.
And that's why
Yes.
people say that ignorance is a bliss. You ignore anything and just stay in a blissful world. Would that be 2 or 3 minutes, or shall I speak more?
Yes. If you have anything more to speak about, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Currently, I don't have
If
anything
you
more.
have any other points that you. All right.
This is
No, then
this
I
is
think you
this
spoke
is
quite
one of
well.
my weaknesses that I can't speak on any topic for a very long time. Like I have 1 or 2 points, but I
Oh,
don't have many. I can't elaborate more.
all right. Okay, but I think you articulated pretty well. You spoke quite well. So you used two words. You used illusion and you used delusion. Can you differentiate between the two?
Yes, illusion is something that you see, you're able to see, but it's not actually there. And delusion means like a fantasy world. You're not really seeing it, you are just imagining it. So, let's for example, on the road when you see water, sometimes there's no water there, there's an illusion. In
That's an
physics,
illusion.
there's a
Yes.
term for that in physics, but you can't call it a delusion. On the other hand, for a delusion, you can say a person who's thinking about very unrealistic goals. So people would say him, "Are you delusional?"
Yes.
Like if Virat Kohli comes and
Okay.
says, "I will score 300 runs in a T20 match," so his teammates would say, "Are you delusional?" So
Okay,
he's
with
not
Virat
seeing.
Kohli, we could still imagine him doing it. I mean, Virat Kohli, you cannot select, as maybe somebody else you can.
It just
Okay,
came
but
off the
yeah,
top of my mind.
I think you explained it pretty well. I think you explained it pretty well. The difference between illusion and delusion. All right, so now let's get started. I would like to first discuss two idioms,
Mhm.
right? So I hope you know the meaning of, you understand what are idioms.
Yes, idioms are short phrases that are used in a sentence.
Yes, just to enhance the quality of the sentence, in order to explain
Absolutely.
something in a more fun manner,
In an
right? Just
interesting
to
manner, yes.
complete the conversation. And also the idioms have a hidden meaning.
Hmm.
They are not, we cannot take them literally the way they are. They have something else, an underlying meaning to them. So the first one is leave someone in the lurch. Leave someone in the lurch. Have you heard that before?
I've not heard it, but I would like to take a guess. Does it
Yes.
mean leaving somebody stranded when they are
Yes, kind
short
of
of
in a
help?
way. Yes, kind of in a way, not doing something that somebody had, that you had promised to do. So you left that person in the lurch. Like for instance, suppose you promised your friend that okay, we'll go for a trip together. And the friend is banking upon you that yes, okay, we'll go together. And then you kind of just leave that friend in the lurch. And then suddenly last moment you back out and you say, no, I'm sorry, I cannot do it. I cannot go.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, the next one is
Would it
throw.
fair to say that we can use hanging also in this word? I kept him hanging.
I kept him hanging. Yes, that becomes a little bit more of a slangish kind of a thing, like a slang, but it's okay. It can be used. A little informal. It becomes
When people
slightly.
when people don't do a high five, so they say that don't keep me hanging. Come on, give me a high
Don't keep
five.
me hanging. Yes. So that is actually, yeah, it's slightly informal. Slightly. Becomes slightly
Alright.
informal. Okay. Throw caution to wind.
Throw
Throw
caution to
caution to
wind.
wind.
I have a word that's coming up in my mind. It's counterattack.
So it basically means just becoming very careless.
Is it?
We just threw caution to wind. Caution as in keeping ourselves safe, keeping ourselves, taking all precautions to be safe. So throwing caution to wind is just, okay, let it be, becoming careless.
All right.
All right. So can you give me a sentence with throwing caution to wind? Anything.
Even though the exams were near, I threw caution at the winds.
To wind. I threw caution to wind.
I threw caution to wind. Yes.
And when to see a movie.
Went to see a movie. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's begin. So being stranded. So it seems like a nightmare, right? Being stranded in a desert, being totally stranded. So what do we understand by stranded?
Stranded means there's no help for you in the desert, far, far away, and
Yes.
you are really hopeless. You are
Left
dying.
stuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no connection.
With
There's
no
no.
difficulty of coming out of that situation. With difficulty in
Yes.
coming out of the situation. Okay.
Yes.
So what are the some adverse conditions that you may face if you are stranded in the desert?
First of all, there would not be any food and water.
Hmm.
That would be the first thing that comes to my mind, because a human being needs food and water at the
To
first
survive,
place
yeah.
to survive. Like your body would literally dehydrate and you would fall off loss of energy.
Yeah.
So the first thing would be to find water. Second thing would be to find food. And third thing would be to find some person, if there anybody nearby.
Somebody who could help out.
Somebody could help you come out
What
of the
about
situation.
the biting sun? What about the harsh sun in the day and the harsh sunlight in the day?
Yes, so that would drain you of your energy, and I don't know why it's reminding me of Bear Grylls more and more I talk about this topic. So he's the
About
kind.
reminding you of what?
Bear Grylls. Have you heard of this guy?
Beer?
Bear Grylls.
No. Can you type it out and give me, please? Can you
He's a
type
very
out the
He's a very popular person. He does shows.
beer
where he
biceps?
goes- Not
Beer
beer
biceps?
Not beer
Are you
biceps.
talking about beer biceps?
Bear Grylls.
Beer grills. Okay, I know about beer biceps.
All right. He does podcast, but this guy Bear Grylls, he does shows where he goes to very these kind of places where he's stranded on an island, stranded in a desert.
Oh, okay.
So he has
He
he
likes
has
to
to
do something like that. Right.
something
Something
adventurous.
exciting, adventurous.
So he has to survive over there, and he does all kinds of things
Yeah, in order to survive. Yes.
in order to survive. So I get thoughts like that.
I will look him up on YouTube.
Yes, I'm very surprised that you don't know him, because he's literally
No.
a person. He's like everybody knows him.
I'll look
Just
him up because this particular. Okay, I'll look him up.
just look him up. Yes.
All right. So let's continue. So how would you keep your spirits high? How would you keep? Obviously, it's like a.
Yes. So I would keep my spirits high by thinking that I have to live my life. I have to do something in my life. So I just can't just go and give up my life. I have to be a
Yes.
strong person. I can't be
Yes.
weak. I have to fight till my last breath. So whatever necessary things that I need to do, I have to do.
Yes.
So
So you will just keep yourself motivated.
I will
You
keep myself
yourself
motivated.
motivated that you have to fight it out.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I think Kunal, our time is getting over, so it's already up, I think. So I would like to just give a quick feedback. What I understood was that you are able to articulate quite well. You're good with your sentence formation, but you need to work on your sentence completion, completing the sentence totally. Yes. So I think that, plus of course vocabulary enhancement will
Can
always work wonders, because as you feel that you after 2 or 3 minutes you're not able to speak, that will work only with enhanced vocabulary preparation. Of course you would be, I think you're a student or something, so
I'm
you
a
would
working
be,
professional.
oh, you're a working professional, okay. So you would be knowing that a proper appropriate preparation is very important,
Hmm.
right?
Correct.
And vocabulary enhancement, but you're quite that, otherwise you're quite good with your spoken skills.
Thank you.
All right, okay then, bye bye, have a great day.
You too. Take care.